Let's talk about the U.S. Senate races in today's Lunch Alert. There are basically 6 seats where the Republican Party has a very good chance of a takeaway from the Democrats. The 3 vacant seats, which used to be represented by Democrats, Nebraska, North Dakota, and even though it's been back and forth, it looks like Tommy Thompson is going to win in Wisconsin. That's +3. Then, amazingly, Tom Smith has developed a 3-point lead over Bob Casey in Pennsylvania. That would be a 4th takeaway. It looks like Rayburg will win a narrow victory in Montana against Tester, but he's been pretty reliably ahead. That would be a 5th takeaway. And after months, literally, of a race that was dead even tied, George Allen is now moving to a significant lead over Kane, the Democratic candidate in Virginia, largely on the strength of Romney moving out to a 5-point lead in Virginia. So those look like the 6 Republican takeaways. Then we have 3 possible Democratic takeaways. Maine, where Olympia Snow's retiring, we're going to lose that. Massachusetts, it's a much tougher race than I'd like. Scott Brown is running 5 or 6 points behind Elizabeth Warren. I think we may lose that seat. And then we might or might not lose Indiana, where Richard Murdoch, the Republican, made that comment about abortion and rape. And that's going to be a close race now. But it looks like he's surviving it. It looks like he's overcoming it. And then there are 2 other seats that the Republicans have a shot at taking away. Pretty good shot. Connie Mack in Florida against Nelson. He's behind, but Nelson's under 50 and he's real close. And Ohio, where the same is true. Sherrod Brown, the Democratic incumbent, is under 50. Josh Mandel, his challenger, is very close, 2 or 3 points behind, and could overtake him as well. So we have 6 to 8 Republican gains and 2 to 3 Democratic gains. So if we get 8 and they get 2, we get a net gain of 6, which is 53 seats. And the worst case would be we take away 6, they take away 3, which means we have a 3-seat gain, a 50-50 Senate, and Paul Ryan, as vice president, breaks the tie for us. So it'll be 50, 51, 52, or 53 Republican senators. So anyway, we keep control, and if we get 53, which is my personal hunch, then we'll have be in a very, very strong position, precisely the opposite of this Senate. Now it's 53-47 Democrat, it would be 53-47 Republican. If you're having trouble following these machinations in the Senate, remember the lame duck session of the Senate that will come after Election Day poses one of the most significant threats to our country because of the plans of the Obama administration and these lame duck senators to jam through United Nations taxes on the American people and treaties that cede the sovereignty over our oceans, our offshore drilling, give the UN control over the internet, set up an international gun control body. Read about all of this in our book, Here Come the Black Helicopters, because during that lame duck session, that's when our fight to save the country needs to begin. We've got to protect us from the last flailings of President Barack Obama.